if we had the Blue Tabletop, we would have different segments in that too. And to play good background music, you know what they'll be playing on?
What?
Our Marshall Bluetooth speakers.
Man, the greatest speakers of all time.
Shout out to Marshall and the Bluetooth speakers you see here. They'll be available at the shop really soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marshall, one of our official sponsors. But yeah, pump it up. Like it's Joe Budden. I'm just playing. Yeah, so if y'all don't hear the good old pump it up, Joe Budden and Keenan's favorite rapper, Drake. Nah, I like Drake too, man, but they've been going back and forth a lot.
I want to read this to you.
Okay.
Raven, bring it up. I was going to put it up on my phone, but since Raven got to pull it up, let's read it. Champagne Poppy said, "You have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip, because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember, you are watching a failure. Give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success." I mean, it was a lot more.
Yeah.
Raven didn't have it there for me. But Drake went real hard on Joe Budden.
Super hard. And that was just part one. Did he make another post?
It was a super long post.
Yeah,
he made another post. He made a lot of posts. But he went real hard on Joe.
Bro, it's crazy, man, because, we joke about me not being a Drake fan. I do like Drake, but everybody knows Drake is kind of the king of pettiness, bro. So,
he good at being petty, bro.
He's petty and he's damn near a lyrical genius, so it's kind of hard to go at him like that. Although, this is kind of a tangent too, man. I wish I would have saved the post and sent it to you, but somebody made a montage of different clips from Drake in his early career and was like, how can Drake talk about Joe Budden when he felt like this? Like one clip was Drake saying like, earlier when I started rapping, I was trying to rap like Joe Budden until Wayne told me like, nah, this is how you should do it. The other video was him meeting Joe Budden and it was just like, man, I'm honored to meet you. I'm such a fan, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of crazy to see how, he feels so different. But I get Drake is so high in the game. He has a crazy amount of negative comments and hate towards the art that he puts out. I think at this point in his career, it's no way that he can satisfy everybody that's listening to his music. He's just not going to be able to live up to any hype because it's so much hype around Drake and anything that he puts out. So
before we get more into this, on top of Drake commenting on Academic's post about Joe Budden, he also DM'd Joe Budden.
Drake DM'd Joe Budden?
He DM'd Joe Budden and Joe read a few of the DMs. And I wanted to read it because it was so Drake.
It was so Drake.
He said, "Take a chill pill, Anthony," which is Joe Budden's middle name. "Have a drink. Throw on some instrumentals. Maybe write one of those fellas. Do your thing. Let me do my thing joints," which came from Pump It Up.
Yeah.
"For old time's sake, a little radio play would do you some good, Papa. Cause you bringing up my friends and the B's I F like you know anything about that. Keep it music. IDGAF what you listen to in your free time. Because the people's opinion I care about don't have time." And it's way more to that DM, but he ended it with calling him a jabroni. And so I thought it was important to mention Drake calling Joe Budden a jabroni like he was The Rock.
Drake is funny, bro.
But Drake, I don't know,
bro. And Drake does so. Bro, he's so meticulous with being petty. Like I saw, he posted some pictures, and the last slide was a close
really
up
of
that hat box
of a hat case. And I ain't gonna lie, hat case nasty work, bro. I ain't never seen a hat case.
Not for no brim like that.
Not for those type of hats.
Man.
The picture came from
Joe Budden. Yeah, that's wild.
I ain't gonna lie, that was funny.
And it's funny for Drake to have. I'm sure his schedule is crazy, bro.
But he got time.
He makes time for stuff like this, bro. Nah, we don't need it. But Drake is funny, bro. Shout out to Drake.
And just real quick, before we move on to the next topic, I do not believe Joe Budden was wrong, bro. I do think that Drake's album was extremely childish. I think it was mixed in with some grown-up music, but a lot of I'm trying to fit in or stay relevant music as well.
Yeah.
It was 20-some tracks of half and half, ass and fire. And so I don't think that Joe Budden was necessarily wrong. I think he was right, bro. I think that Drake just respects Joe Budden to a level of it hurt his feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Coming from
right.
Joe.
So he's speaking out of hurt.
I think he's speaking out of hurt,
pain.
bro.
That's a good take on that. I can see that. I think Drake album was all right. Like you said, it's kind of half and half. Like it definitely got some good tracks on there. And kind of got, I don't know. To me, it kind of seemed like a bunch of leftover tracks that he put on one album.
That's what it seemed like. It seemed like me and Dallas was talking about it. It seemed like on the road recording, bro. Like it was either old or it was just like, let's knock this out real quick before the next show.
And then he used, but man, it's crazy because when Drake is on like that fire, whatever the name of, what's the single he dropped right before the album?
Slime You Out.
No, that's no. What was it? 8 a.m.
8
in
a.m.
Toronto?
in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, like that's fine. Anytime Drake give you a date,
I was expecting that throughout the whole album.
Yeah, that's why I say it's hard though. But
like Lil Yachty, whoever was on the album, there was a lot of people on there I did not want to hear.
Drake definitely gave you that stimulus package though. So whoever featured on some stuff.
But J. Cole, the J. Cole feature was just hard. J. Cole watched Drake, bro. I have to say it. Man,
you know J. Cole is J. Cole for a reason, bro. It's funny you said because it's like the number one song that's on the Billboard off his album. There's several songs on the Billboard music chart, but that one is the highest off of there.
And that ties him with Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. So if y'all haven't saw Drake's post about that, you know, he posts pictures of, you know, a Michael Jackson glove, him holding, you know,
him dressed as Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson in an OVO hoodie taking a selfie. You know, it's plenty of stuff out there he's doing to kind of reference that, but him holding some alcohol beverage with a Michael Jackson glove on.
Drake drink like you, bro. They all look like pina coladas and shit.
Right. Shout out to Drake. Let's go get a drink together.
When
Drake.
Greg did drink, it was always, you know, some sweet shit, some pina coladas.
For sure. Strong as I go, a little long.
Extra whipped cream, extra cherries.
Nah, boy, you capping that. No whipped cream, got to make that shit look manly. But yeah, shout out Drake and Joe Budden. Both of y'all can come on the show at the same time.
Sweet.
Me and Keenan will sit in the middle and y'all can hash it out. You know?